comment on a video recently and it goes, you guys have lost the passion to kiss like sisters. And it's like, I feel so sorry for your sister James. What the f is going on under your roof? Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing another LGBT episode. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are.
Fortunately.
We replaced tea yet again, this time with Alco Pops. Coolers.
What's an alcopop?
Cooler.
Is that a British term?
Yes.
Wow, okay, yes. Welcome back to LGBT with alcopops. Cheers to that.
Cheers. We're doing something that I'm actually kind of excited to discuss. Basically, you probably know from the title already, but we're gonna go through 10 things that we wish we knew before we came out. So things that we've learned along the way. And I mean, our journey is still very, very long, but as of this point right now, we have come up with a shared joint list of 10 things that we wish our younger gay selves knew when we were in the closet.
And we know there's a bunch of you guys that are younger, or I don't know, we're kind of like 100 years old now, that we're kind of like
the gay grandmas of the world here on the YouTube, on the tube.
I don't want to brand ourselves like that.
It's okay. Rose and Rose, you have that covered.
Yeah.
We're fine. So, we do.
So do Kristen and Steph.
Oh my god, yeah.
So does Cami. So does Shannon.
Yeah.
We're one of the youngest.
Wait,
We're the young ones.
Okay, so as the sexy young people that we are still, we currently vibe in your exact same types of situations. We feel that. Hashtag in the feels.
Yeah.
Did I cut that? Okay, good. Thanks, I'll just keep rolling.
I think coming out as a process, you never really get through it. It just keeps going and going and going. I think no matter what stage of the process you're at or your age, it's always confusing. So hopefully maybe one of these 10 may be helpful. And if not, sorry for wasting your time.
Exactly, yes, yes. So you may be wondering, Paige and Holly, where are you right now? We are in our new house, in our new bedroom, actually, on our new bed.
On our new
Actually,
bed. Look at it. Look at it. Look at how cute it is.
we have no decorations or anything like that, but we decided, why not film here today?
Do you have any necessary plugs to get out of your system before we jump into number one?
Not necessary, but needed. And now these plugs are as follows. We have a list, standardized. Everybody who is cool and hip and young knows what to do. And for you oldies who want to be hip and young, Holly, confidence, we need you to give a good old thumb blast. If you don't know what that is, that's a like. After that, we also need to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you don't have a channel, make one. Simple, easy, fast, quick. And going on to the fast and quick, ding-a-ling-a-ling, we need that notification bell on, and we need a comment. Holly, comment of the video. What is it?
Leave something that you wish you knew before you came out.
Also, maybe just like something else too.
Rose and Rosie are old.
Mm.
No, I like them. Don't do that. Rose and Rosie are milfs.
That's good.
Because it's happening any day now. Sure.
It is. TikTok.
She
So,
must pop soon.
she do be pregnant for a long time.
It's been 2 years. Where's the baby?
If you can do all of those things in the list, you're hip, young, cool, and vibing. So, oh my god, they're all hip, young, cool, and vibing.
Oh my god. Shall we get on with the list?
I think we should just jump right into it. As always, just a quick intro. Except for today, because we've got 10 on our list, we've decided, as speedy as we are, we're gonna go even faster, and we're gonna try and run through these for you guys. Nice and quick. Fire speed. Fire speed?
Lightning speed.
Lightning speed.
Wrong element.
Thunder speed. What?
No, you said fire speed first.
Oh, water speed. We're gonna start off with number 1. Holly, lead the way.
Okay, this is a very, very important one. Why not put it as number 1?
Of course, I feel like all 10 are important, but great.
Number 1 is that the most important person to come out to is yourself. I think when I was in the closet and like wondering and kind of blah, 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 I got really, really stressed and nervous and overwhelmed about telling other people, but I hadn't really made my own mind up yet. And now, after going through and coming out to all the important people in my life, I've realized that the hardest and the most influential person to come out to was myself.
People underestimate how long that actually takes, and I know for myself it was many a years. And I look young and beautiful, but I had quite the time.
You were even more younger.
And more beautifuler.
Back then. Basically, I think when you successfully come out to yourself, that's when you can be super confident and solid in your own thoughts and feelings. So that way then, moving forward, if anyone was to say something that they don't mean or make a joke or whatever shitty thing that comes out of their mouth, nothing can knock you because you've already come out to yourself. Where if there's that in-between bit where you're not really sure, that can delay the process of coming out.
That's a great point because it leads up to our second point. Don't let other people's opinions sway what you think your sexuality is or what you're feeling, because you're going to get a ton of people in your life, whether that be family or friends, who might be like, well, I know you felt this way about somebody or you had this one experience, but maybe it's just that and that was a one-time thing. And you're gonna have just so many of those situations and you need to be ready for it. Nobody else knows what's going on in your head and what you know. So you have to be able to block all of that out. I know it's not easy. Trust us, like we both dealt with this, but if there was anything we wished we knew, it was to block out all them haters because you're your only motivator.
Rule number 2, everybody else.
Word.
Not literally.
Not literally.
That's what you did.
Holly, that's a great segue into point number 3, which is that not all stereotypes are real.
You are incredible. Paige and everybody, that was just, it seemed like low-hanging fruit. I am sorry.
You're a low-hanging fruit.
My
a big, saggy one.
Okay. At least for me, I didn't have anybody gay in my life. I didn't have any representation on TV. And at that point, I wasn't really on lesbian YouTube kind of thing. So I had no clue. The only thing I knew about the lesbian gay community was all the stereotypes that circled around.
And you know, like there was a lot of classics, especially back in the day. It wasn't like real definitions of being in an LGBT relationship or coming out. It was just all of the bullshit stuff that was just being thrown out there. And apparently all these new molds we were supposed to fit into.
One of the women in the relationship has to be masculine, has to be feminine.
Yeah, it's like who's the man, who's the woman
Yes.
in the lesbian relationship. Like that type of dumb stereotype that just literally has no truth to it.
Is it commitment? Is it hookup culture? I thought people were just whipping each other on beds and shit at the start.
Well, you know that if they were whipping each other on beds, I sure hope it was a Helix mattress.
Oh, girl, you smooth. But not as smooth as today's sponsor. Thank you, Helix, for sponsoring today's video. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door.
They have an online quiz to match your body type and sleeping preferences to the perfect mattress.
You can even add your partner's name and their habits to find a compromise. And believe me, we needed one.
Based on our results, Helix matched us with their Dusk Luxe mattress.
We've had our Helix mattress for a few days now, and we love it.
The comfort is unreal. We practically fall asleep you know.
Conversation, of course.
We were a little uneasy buying online versus an actual store at first.
But Helix has a 100-night sleep trial to test it out. And if you don't like it, they come and pick it up for you and you get a full refund.
There is literally no risk in trying it out. Plus, they ship it right to your door for free.
If you guys are looking for a new bed, check out Helix.
You guys can click the link in the description or go to helixsleep.com/Paige Holly to get $200 off your mattress.
Thanks, Helix.
It is insanely comfortable.
It is. I
Definitely check it out.
actually might fall asleep right now.
And it doesn't squeak, so roll on, lesbian hookup culture.
Roll on. Okay, number 4 is you don't need any labels to define yourself.
Yes, labels are complete bullshit. I think sometimes labels can be really helpful in coming to terms with your sexuality, because just like it's easy for other people to put you in a box and understand everything about that person because of stereotypes, it can also help you because you're associating with some of those stereotypes, and it's kind of the fast route to coming out.
Yeah, I find people typically like labels maybe to start. Like it can help them kind of figure out who they are or kind of which direction or which box that they feel like they fit in best. If I'm being honest, I feel like nobody really fits entirely into any box.
One box, 100%. Don't feel pressure to have to label yourself because you're not gonna fit nice and neat into one thing. But if they help you, go for it. Okay, number 5 is to either join more communities, seek out people similar to you, and basically just don't hold it in.
Find a group, find somebody that that you can talk to, whether that be a friend. It doesn't have to be somebody online, but it can be a friend. It can be a family member that you feel like you could speak to about this or feel comfortable with. They can be so helpful with mental health and just feeling like you belong somewhere, because I think we both for so long felt like we didn't belong anywhere growing up, and to have these support groups or just people, I think is just so important. And you're at the perfect place to start with the fam.
Come in.
Group hug from mama. Okay, number 6. People will surprise you with how accepting they end up being. I know in my own life, I grew up in a very religious family, and I thought that there was just no way when I came out that I was going to be accepted. I literally thought I was going to be removed from the family tree, and I was very surprised by everything, and it just goes to show just how much I was loved by my family and my friends and everything. All those fears you have built up in your head, at least in my case, ended up not being true.
For me, I wasn't necessarily nervous about coming out to my family, which I realize now is I'm so lucky. But I was a little apprehensive about coming out to friends, because at the age that I came out, we were like clubbing, literally hunting for boys. At least they were. I was kind of more like the bodyguard, making sure they're all safe. When I came out, I didn't want anything to change, and luckily it didn't. And I don't know if I am lucky or if that's just what amazing friends they were. But yeah, they really surprised me, because I thought there'd be a little adjustment, but they were like ready to go to the gay bars with me. Like they were really accepting.
I think that brings us into our next point,
yes,
which really is, while you're gonna have a lot of friends and family that may surprise you right away and maybe be more accepting than you ever thought possible, there are also going to be friends and family that require more time. Just as you've had time to process and realize and basically come out to yourself, you need to understand that they haven't had that time yet. They also require that time. Try and be understanding of that, because they need to process. That's it.
When you do come out, it's important to know that if they don't react the way you hoped, that it's not end all be all done. This is the way it will be forever. Just give them some time, relax, breathe, and let them come to you. Okay, number 8, short and sweet. You come out multiple times.
Oh, honey, you sure do.
I thought it was kind of one and done. You tell your family, you tell your friends.
They tell everybody else.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
And it's like, that happens, but then you also come out subtly to the cashier, to your bank teller, to the stranger across the road as we're holding hands,
to the doctor.
to the doctor. Oh, yes, the doctor.
The doctor.
Yes.
And we're not trying to say this to be negative Nellies over here. Nay. We're just trying to be real with you. It does happen often. It doesn't mean every single one is the hardest thing ever. And if I can give you one tip, it's don't date someone that looks like your sister, because we get extra weird looks.
We just got a comment on a video recently, and it goes, you guys have lost the passion to kiss like sisters. And it's like, I feel so sorry for your sister James. What the f is going on under your roof? We're almost at the end of the list, and
wow,
we did it, so the order would kind of be like more sincere, and now it's coming up to the fun stuff.
To the hype, what's it?
Climax.
Tragedy.
Climax?
Can't believe you forgot that word.
It's been so long. It's been 84 years.
It's been 84 minutes.
For you.
Number 9 is that pride is quite literally the most fun thing on the planet Earth.
It's so fun. And when you're young, you may be, or not even when you're young, just when you're first coming out, you may be a little nervous to go to pride.
nervous.
You may be overwhelmed and feel like it's just maybe too much for you when you're just coming out or just figuring yourself out. Honest to God, one of the biggest things that we've said is we wish we had gone to pride sooner. We wish we would have celebrated sooner.
Way sooner.
So much fun. It's one of the most freeing and refreshing experiences I've ever had in my life, and I really hope that everybody gets to experience pride at least once.
Okay, wow, big finale here.
Yeah. Do we have a drum roll?
Doesn't have pressure at all. Hey, it better be a good one.
And you have to wave with me. Ready?
And go.
What is it?
Pass me the mic. It is number 10 is that it gets better. Coming out is liberating, and you don't have to be confident with it straight away. After I came out to my family, the next time I saw Paige after that, I put like this weird pressure on myself to like be out in public, open, you know, and all of a sudden I'm out to the most important people in my life. Now I can be out to everybody, and it does not work that way. And if it does, Well done to you, but I don't think it does for the average person.
It didn't for me either.
No,
it
so
doesn't just
don't
all
put
at
pressure on
once.
yourself.
Not all at once at all. I've had moments in my life where things have been difficult and people didn't accept me or weren't able to understand, and those moments hurt, but there was never a period in time where I said like, shit, I wish I hadn't come out, or I wish I hadn't been my true authentic self, because there is no greater feeling than not having to hide who you are or what you're feeling anymore. And I think that coming out has made me the person that I am today, and I just couldn't be happier with where I am in my life. So if you're not there yet, or you are scared or stressed or feel like you could never come out or never be happy once you do come out, we're here to tell you that things can change, and there's a lot of great things on the other side of that closet door.
It gets better. Don't worry if you're on this video kind of trying to feel better. I hope this makes you feel better. It's not bullshit. I've been out for 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've been out for 9. How about that?
You've been gay for almost a decade.
I came out the womb pooping rainbows.
Give yourself some time. Stop putting pressure on yourself.
No pressure. Be patient.
Relax.
It's coming.
Yes.
It's all coming. And if you guys have any tips, tricks, tips and tricks for this DIY project, no, sorry. If you guys have any of your own experiences or any wish you had known back then or any advice, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. So type away. Don't forget, Rose and Rosie are MILFs. Do it.
All right, guys, that's it from us. We love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.